into your parking spot on Friday. Just went to the grocery store, got all the essentials for the weekend, and even including my flowers. Ladies, get yourself flowers, okay? Don't ever not have flowers. They're important. Okay. I spent a lot of time thinking that flowers weren't important. They are. And any fellas, get your women flowers. They love them. Even if they say they don't, they actually really do. But I was at the grocery store and I was listening to this mom and this daughter talk, and I was inspired by their conversation, which really didn't have anything to do with hair, but it made me think of when I think that probably the most, I guess, feedback I get, or people when they initially see it, they're like, why don't you cut your hair? Like, that's probably the biggest one. Not like that you're too young and anything. It's more like, why don't you cut your hair? Why are you doing this whole multi-gray or multicolor stuff? And, you know, why don't you just get rid of all of that? And so I was thinking, and, you know, there's a lot of reasons. And so before you go and get a pixie cut, I was just kind of thinking about all the reasons why I didn't get a pixie cut. So I wanted to do a video on why you shouldn't get a pixie cut, and that you should stop and don't listen to somebody that says, hey, just cut it off and start fresh. So I made myself a little list here. The first on the list is the season. It might be too cold, okay? So just practical. It might be too cold for a pixie cut. I mean, I live in Arizona and do you see me with my long sleeves? And it's probably like 75 degrees outside. I'm a total baby. So it could be, you might want to think about your hair growth and the season. So if you're living in Minnesota, or you're living in Massachusetts, or you're living someplace where it's cold, it may not be, you know, great for you to have short hair. So that's a practical reason. You might have, in my case, my biggest excuse for the no pixie go is the my neck. My neck is just too long. Like, I just think that anatomically, the way that I'm like set up, I don't like the pixie on me. I don't even really like, I would love, I mean, if I could rock a short bob, I would, but my neck is, I look like a bobblehead. But the same could go if you have a weird shaped head, because there's a lot of people that have, you know, women that have weird shaped head, and when you cut it really short, you're really displaying, especially in a pixie, you're gonna have to do some spikes or do something in order to not have that weird shaped head. So I don't know, I thought that was another good reason to not get a pixie. And I mean, I'm not hating on the pixie. I mean, if you have done a pixie like with your regular hair, and then this video is definitely not for you. But this video is for people that are thinking about going gray, and then they're like, oh, I'm just gonna cut it all off. And so I think that one of the other reasons why I didn't do that is because I don't feel very confident with my short hair. And so if you add on top of it a short hairdo and dealing with the gray, and a shock to your system because it's a completely different style. And I don't know about you, I mean, tell me in the comments, but I feel like sometimes short hair is actually almost more high maintenance, because you do have to style it. I mean, I guess you can throw a hat on it and stuff, but it's not as easy as with long hair where you can just kind of throw it up in a bun and be done with it. So I don't know, that's another thing that I was thinking of. And you don't want to be in a state where you're shocked, and it's not just because of the gray hair now, it's because it's a short haircut too. So you're working with two different things, variables against you. What was my last one? It's the unfolding. It's the unfolding, right? I mean, I really feel like a lot of it has to do with that. It is an unfolding that happens. And I even had made a comment when I love looking at all of these women and watching all of their colors and their stripes and everything unfold. And there's an element in that, if you are a process person, which I am very much a process person, I love the process of things sometimes. And I think that when you allow yourself to like actually let the hair grow out, you are actually allowing that acceptance to just kind of, I don't know, marinate maybe is a good word. you're marinating on the acceptance. And I don't know, there's a real beauty in that. And I don't think that you necessarily get it so much when you just chop it all off. But hey, I can understand people that are like, get it done. Totally get it done. Completely understand that. However, for those that are just not quite that impulsive and just need a little bit of time to marinate, I don't know. I think a low light, a highlight, and you let it grow out. Because, I mean, even with the long hair, you can do things. You can wear hats. You can, you know, style your hair in different ways where until it gets to probably past that 6-month mark, then you can really kind of start letting it go as far as you would really see your pattern, and you can kind of go from there. But I don't know. I just was thinking about that and how probably that would be my most, the most comment I get probably is, why don't you just cut it all off? And, you know, I think if I did, I would do like a shag, probably like a crazy, I don't know, 80s, 90s shag. I could do something like that before I would just like completely go mullet or pixie or anything like that. But it's not for everybody. So don't feel bad if people are like, ooh, you got that multicolor hair. It's you. It's again, everybody's path is different, okay? Your path is not going to match my path, and my path is not going to match yours, and it's okay. We're all here just to support each other, and I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people think that that's the quick and easy, and sometimes it just doesn't work for some people. So if you feel like it doesn't work for you, you are not alone. And however you join the hair revolution, no one really cares as long as you join the revolution. But you guys, let me know in the comments, what do you feel about pixies? Did you do the pixie? Did you not do the pixie? Why did you do the pixie? And you know, and as you're working your way down to those comments, if you want to hit the like, hit the subscribe, come join the hair revolution. That would make me super duper happy. And so I'm going to leave you with the rest of your weekend, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And as from always, from my reality, your reality, thank you